Welcome back, viewers, to Let's Really Ghost Thief 2. Today's mission, I've played through the rest of the game on my practice run now, so I can confidently say that today has the single biggest challenge in getting through this game in ghost mode. I'm talking, of course, about kidnapping Brother Cavador, but I am happy to report that while we certainly can't supreme it, it is actually possible to ghost the entire mission, and thanks to Taffer fixing a bug, it's possible to perfect thief it as well. So let's get started. Here's the end of Precious Cargo. The briefing has been posted to the playlist separately as usual, so let's peek at our objectives. You've come a long way to find Brother Cavador. Find and kidnap Brother Cavador and take him with you when you escape. Kidnap, by the way, means blackjack him and carry him out, so we will have to knock out Cavador, but that won't be a bust. Obviously, Cavador can't answer any questions if he's dead. Don't let anything permanent happen to him. Just what is Karis thinking? Since this is a mechanist installation, there should be some scripture lying around. Find it and read it. Violence is the mark of amateurs and mechanists. You are neither. Don't kill anyone during your explorations. Now, we don't get the opportunity to purchase anything, since we stowed away on the Cetus Amicus, so we start out carrying however much loot we found in Precious Cargo. For me, that's 1627. So, let's save, and let's get moving. Where could we be? No idea. The KD site. What is it?
I'm back in the Lost City. I should have known. Guess I'll take the back door home.
So, our new objective is pretty simple. Since you've been to the Lost City before, you know there's another route out. Use it to leave. And now our map changes to reflect our knowledge of the layout of the Lost City.
No, my friend. I fear this cannot wait till evening.
Then you must seek out Brother Cavador, for he alone can aid you. No other here hath his understanding of the ancient ways.
I pray thee, tell me where I might find the good brother then? At his house?
Mayhap, though I think it unlikely. More likely he doth his daily work tours now.
What? Must I wander volunteer thin till I find Brother Cavador then?
Ha ha ha! Nay, I think that not necessary. Seekest thou within? There thou shalt surely find a scroll with his intended path writ upon it. He hath the faithfulness of a child of Karis for the following of such schedules.
Ah, many thanks. May thy gears run smoothly.
And thine.
Alrighty. We'll just wait till she crosses over and then we'll follow her in. Attention, those seeking Brother Cavador must not disturb other workers. 'Tis inefficient and causes the loss of much work. Request instead a schedule from the camp steward and check the green lights, for they are lit when the brother is present or was recently so. Shouldst thou find that all the lights are lit, then 'tis too late in the day and Brother Cavador hath retired to his rooms. I'm gonna kidnap Cavador as almost the first thing I do. Then just carry him to the exit and leave him there, and then sweep the rest of the mission to loot it. So, we're going to want to follow the mech, which really isn't hard, stop off in the second room to the right, and pick open this chest. Nab a silver nugget, worth 50, brings our total to 1677. I usually...
Is that...
It can be tough to avoid first alerts in this room, but it's eminently doable. We will need to head upstairs and pickpocket her key, of course. When you get over here, there are 2 Lost City jars on this table, worth 20 each. They bring our total to 1717. Believe it or not, that's it, loot-wise, here in the main base. There's some gear to be found, if you're interested. And I'm going to want to get upstairs and get that key. There are a couple of other things to do, too, but that's going to be the story throughout this mission. Apart from kidnapping Cavador, as long as we only go after loot, and we don't go after other gear, the mission's pretty dang easy to sneak through. That's the first of 10 pickpockets. It opens a door to an armory up here.
What's that there?
Which there's really no need for us to go into, so I'm not gonna bother. Just drop that right back on her patrol route. Sneak to the right up here. Head downstairs. Actually, took a wrong turn. Go over here to head downstairs. I thank the designers of this mission for not setting the ambient light to 0. Makes things much easier. I like to head counterclockwise through here. Just means I'm going with the flow of the one patrolling robot. Even though he's just a sound bot. I mean, he's one of the blind ones, you know what I mean. When we get to this room, go ahead and pick up this papyrus and read it. It's the site map. Tells us where all the different sites are. Pretty straightforward. We can then drop it. The site notations will stay on our map. So right now we're at the base camp. We came from the docks and we have to head through to the KD site, which is comprised of 9 different sites. Now there are 2 more things to do. Pick up this papyrus, take it with you, but don't read it. When you reading it causes Cavador to start his rounds, and we want to have our kidnap set up before we do that. This is the switch that opens the way to the KD site. That becomes our first Supreme bust, because we have to leave that open. But we can't reclose the gate to the KD site, unfortunately. Several Supreme busts are entailed in actually kidnapping Cavador too. But it's kind of fun, I have to say. The method they devised back in the day still works, and it's exceedingly clever. I can put a few refinements on it to make it less tedious. I'm pretty sure it can be done with only 3 boxes instead of 10. I think she's probably going to see me. Maybe not. Good, she's not. That's what we like. Get down these stairs. Maybe if we, I was gonna say maybe if we move a little faster, but I think the smarter thing to do will be to just follow it. We will have to come back here once just to return that papyrus in the interest of being as supreme as we can, which I always like to do. Just follow him up here to the front. Head right out the front door. Get here, just slip out. The surface is silent, But it's a bit of a drop, so I want to make sure I don't take any damage. And then head through into restricted area. For access, make requests to the camp steward. This is the KD site proper. You'll probably recognize it if you've played Thief Gold. At all times when you're moving about this place, watch
Any luck on thy
for
hunting,
pickpockets.
friend?
Nay, not a single beast.
Good riddance, then. Noxious things. 'Twill be a better world, more worthy of the Master Builder's work, when not a single stinking burrick remains to plague it.
Certes, save I think that time is now. And yet, still we patrol, lest a burrick's ghost should disturb poor brother Cavador. Why, he still wears his mask, as though he might be attacked at any minute.
Nay, speak not harshly of our brother and leader, for does he not speak with Kara's own voice? Bereft of his leadership, we should be rudderless. 'Tis only right and proper that he should guard himself most carefully.
May the Master Builder forgive my quick words. Thy words are true. I shall not let these dull caves weaken my faith, nor turn me from my duty.
So, like I was saying, the mechanists in this level all walk pretty big routes. And they seem kind of unpredictable to me, too. But you just have to keep your eyes open for 6 different wandering pickpockets. 5 of them have purses,
Guess things have changed a bit.
and 1 has a healing potion. Nobody ever goes up that ramp, so that's a completely safe spot. We will start off by heading this way to Site 4. I also think this can be done without extinguishing any torches and only using the 3 boxes from Site 4. We'll find out. Just need to wait for this gal to turn to our right, her left, and then we'll follow her.
I am a cog in the builder's gear. He hath conceived the world, and its workings are unimaginable. I am the vapor in the builder's steam. He hath breathed life into the world, and its vastness is
So right now we're in Site 4. Over there is a very difficult sneak, but there's no loot over there, just gear, which is good for us. What we want to do is hit this switch to open the secrets, the level's one and only secret. There's actually nothing useful in here. There's a flash mine and a scouting orb. So
Hello? Reveal thyself.
So I'm going to leave that stuff where it is, reclose the secret, head into this first building, where we find a Lost City tapestry or rug or whatever.
Archaeologist sounds so much more dignified than thief.
Brings our total to 1792, and we're going to go ahead and start hauling boxes. I think we can do it with these 3 boxes, which will definitely be the easiest thing to do. So let's grab one. Let's do a save. These things are about to get real.
Is hello? Right there, friend?
Oh, hello. Here's one of our purses. That's what you like to have happen. Just running into them. Oh, she turned around. Bollocks. That's okay. We'll be able to catch her. Just to wait for this one to get past. Okay, if you spot one of those purses, get it. 'Cause they can be hard to track down later.
Hello? If someone be there,
Okay, let's do this.
Huh?
Fine, I'll just wait for her to turn. What's a little bit more waiting after all? We're gonna end up waiting a full 7 minutes or so for Cavador, so fly up here so I can catch up to her. Drop the box so I can grab her purse.
Is someone there?
Oh, dang it. I dropped it right against the post, so it made noise. You can silently drop it right on the ground. There we go. That purse is the second of 10 pickpockets, brings our total to 1842. So, let's leave the box here for now, because Site 3 is where we will perform our abduction. Exciting, I know. Let's go back to that little building, grab another box. I think she's coming this way, so I'm going to wait for her to hit the end and turn around. I think I should be able to duck into this building without a comment from her. Very good. Let's grab that crate. She's gone.
Hello?
Oh, she's back.
Someone there?
There's a lot of this in this mission, just hiding off to the side in what shadows are still around, waiting for people to get past. But like I said, apart from the kidnap, the mission really isn't that bad, so long as you don't feel the need to get all the equipment. If you do go after all of the gear, my condolences, because this mission will turn into a nightmare. So there's two. Let's get...
What's that there?
Okay, have to stop a little bit sooner, which is fine. Stop in the building instead. Oh, a flare. Useless, but there it is. Here's our third crate. Do believe that should be all we need. I probably could have gone. Heck, I probably could still go. Let's do it. There are the occasions when moving quickly is not a terrible idea. So, let me survey Site 3 for you.
Alright, now clear.
I want to get into this shadow. You see that corner right there where the down ramp starts? That is where we will set up the conditions for a successful kidnapping. So, to start off... Whoa, here comes another purse. Good, good, good. That leaves me with 3 to find. 3 purses, 1 healing potion. That's the third of 10 pickpockets, brought my total to 1867. So, grab the first crate, get to the shadow. I believe that we can do this without extinguishing any torches and with only 3 boxes. So we need to wait till he's headed the other way. He's going to become our hook. I'll talk about what I mean in a minute. I may need to at least put out the one right here, but hopefully not. Okay, yes, we are going to have to douse this torch. Well, it's a gas lamp, but I think we can leave all the others intact. Because we can never get the area completely dark anyway. Bad guys passing through will always be able to spot us. So what I want to do is put this box at the top of the ramp. Let's see, about 1 box width out from the corner. Out there should be good. But I need to do it more quickly than that. So,
For the builder's sake, what was that?
now, let's get out of here. I'm not going to worry about first alerts here. I just can't really afford to. All the watchers away. Get up the ladder. About here, just hit the mantle button. Garrett will pull himself up. So what will hopefully happen now, if we peek back in here, our patrolling mech should hang on the box. That's what we want. Although, we may have to fiddle with the exact position, so I'm going to leave the save before I placed any boxes where it is. Oops. You can see it's a delicate thing being down here.
Blessed are those who have bladders, for they carry with them the purified
We want to put this one kind of behind his left foot in a way that will ultimately encourage Cavador and his entourage to walk around him. I think that should be good. Now, obviously, he's facing the ladder, so we can't get out that way. But what we can do, since we've
What's that?
removed him from his patrol,
'Twas not rats. That I'm sure, not in the builder's house.
just head out this way. There's
Builder's sake, what was that?
have to be careful of the humans now. Okay, good. Like I said, I don't even want to try to avoid first alerts. And if we take our third box, we'll do something similar with it. But well, don't get spotted by the watchers. So, don't be retarded like me. But if we put this behind his right foot, that should be good. So, with the boxes in place, I'm going to go ahead and call Cavador. So, let's read this papyrus. Steward, shouldst thou have need of me, follow this route, and surely thou shalt find me. Disturb me not, unless thy matters are of the greatest import. Site 6, Site 1, Site 2, Site 3, Site 4, Site 8, Site 7. Brother Cavador.
Knowing where Cavador is, that's half the battle.
So, Cavador starts in Site 5, he'll then go through Site 2, and then he'll hit Site 3. Once you read the papyrus, it takes him about 7 minutes to get to Site 3. So we've got some time now. I just wanted to minimize the amount of time I spent literally sitting and waiting.
For the builder's sake, what was that?
You have to be careful, though, because Garrett can... If you stick too close to the walls, Garrett can stick on them, just like the guards do.
Is that you?
Which is
The builder will show all.
endlessly annoying to me. The good news is you're out of range of those watchers up here. Get out of Site 3 again. Now, the original method called for the use of 10 boxes. But I think you can effectively corral him using only 3. And you can get in and out of Site 3 along the big walk ramp without using the 6-box stack to mantle up and out through the ledge. Finally, the original method called for putting out 3 torches, but I'm pretty sure you can get away with only 1. Now, I like to wait here in Site 2, or near Site 2, so this affords me a good opportunity to grab Cavador's key when he passes by here before anything else really gets going. Now, I've mentioned, I think I talked about it briefly in the bank level, the idea of trains. That's what we're dealing with here. That's why the method is called unhooking the caboose. Most of the AIs in this game have what are called in Dromed, the editor, troll points. That is, an AI is given 2, sometimes more points, and then their behavior is just to walk to and from those points. The difference, Cavador will be in a group of 3 people. There will be a normal mechanist in front of him. Then there will be Cavador, who, by the way, you might have noticed in the conversation, wears a gas mask, so he has to be blackjacked. You can't get him with a gas arrow, or a gas mine, or any kind of gas. Behind Cavador is a mechanist wearing a helmet, who can only be gassed. He can't be blackjacked. The front guard, the normal one, who, just like Sneak did way back in the day, we will call the engine, is the one who actually has the set of troll points detailed in the papyrus. He's programmed to go Site 5, Site 2, Site 3, Site 4, and so on until he ends up back in Site 5. Cavador is not. Cavador is programmed to go to wherever the engine is. And the rear guard, the caboose, is programmed to go wherever Cavador is. This creates a problem for us because Cavador acts as a proximity trigger. When Cavador is blackjacked, any AI within a certain range of him, regardless of whether you're in shadow, whether you make noise, will immediately go into a second alert. That means, to keep ghost mode intact, we have to get Cavador away from all the other AIs. Now that's a major problem, given that they don't actually have patrol points, but are programmed to follow each other. What we can do by setting up a roadblock like we've done is separate the train from each other. We want them to get around on their way down pretty seamlessly and get stuck on their way up so that the engine can get out ahead of Cavador while Cavador is stuck at the rope. The engine will be stuck at the roadblock for a while, but it'll eventually get through. And then Cavador will be stuck for a while the engine marches away, and then eventually Cavador will get through. And finally, after Cavador gets through and he's running after the engine, hopefully the caboose will still be stuck. And once we manage to pull that off, then we can blackjack Cavador without consequence. That's the hope, anyway. And I can report to you that I have done it before, so it's certainly possible. And like I said, the original method called for hauling 10 boxes and putting out 3 torches, on top of taking a bunch of first alerts anyway. I'm pretty confident that we can do it with just 3 boxes and only putting out 1 torch. Still bust Supreme to set up a roadblock like this, to take advantage of AI glitches, but c'est la vie, it is what it is. Certainly taking Cavador a long time. I thought I had already read it, because Garrett makes a comment the first time you read it. But as soon as he gets to Site 2, that green light will come on. I'm camped here just because, like I said, on top of everything else, Cavador has a key, which I want to grab before we get to Site 3, before I'm trying to knock him out, just to give myself a bit of a cushion. The obvious downside is that this could take a few tries, and every try takes about 7 minutes. But, to me, it beats losing and not ghosting the mission. So. So the weird behavior of the AIs will become apparent too. After I blackjack Cavador, the engine will keep rolling on like there's no problem. He'll go all the way around the route and end up back in Site 5 like he's supposed to. The caboose, once Cavador is down, will just stand wherever he was and never move again. Every time I hear footsteps, I get hopeful that they're finally here. The green light's not on yet. Don't forget to keep good track of the pickpockets you've found and how many are still left, either. I have found 2 of the purses, wandering purses so far. That means out and about in the KD site, pretty much anywhere, really. I still have 3 purses and 1 healing potion to find. The other 4 pickpockets are predictable. 1 is on Cavador. There's the key on the archer in the base camp at the beginning. There's a stationary healing potion, which I'll point out when we get to it. And there's 1 mechanist with another purse who's in Site 5 and walks a very constrained patrol. This is taking forever. I wonder if something's wrong. I wonder if they've gotten stuck somewhere. Let's find out.
Ooh, thou art revealed, foe. Defend thyself.
Well, that didn't work, but I didn't spot Cavador anywhere. I know he comes through here.
Who's there? Who goes there?
If someone
Speak,
is there,
friend.
then show thyself.
Hast thou noticed trouble? If 'twere rats that
No noise now, Bill to be blessed.
There he is. Alright, just had to get a bead on Cavador. Verify that he's not stuck. He may well have been stuck, and I freed him up with the quick load. Who knows? I'm gonna do another save here, now that Cavador has been summoned. Yeah, he must have gotten stuck somewhere on something. So we sat here for 8 minutes and nothing happened, and it usually takes him 7 to get all the way to the roadblock. There, the light's on. Alright. So don't sit right in the doorway or they'll bump into you, because, again, as you can see as by my moving around, this is not a perfect shadow. There they come. There's the engine in front, Cavador in the middle, caboose in the back. And just nab Cavador's key as he passes by and hold on to it. We'll be using it to loot Site 5. Once we have the key, you can follow them towards Site 3. Once they're clear, we can get up here.
I have not determined this incident.
Now we just watch and hope everything works, really. I'm gonna do another save right quick. I'm not sure I like the position on the box at his left foot now that I look at it.
I am thy servant, Paris. Command me, and I will obey.
Okay, the green light comes on. As they walk in, they'll come in over there. Yeah, if that box doesn't get them to go around, I think I can just reload that last save and move it and still sneak my way out.
Sweet mother, teeming foundry, thou hast
Because eventually, after they leave Site 3, they head this way. So if we're up here and we hook them correctly, then we can get Cavador up here, not even in Site 3. I do believe they're going to get stuck on the way down, which I don't want. But maybe not. Nope, they're going around. Oh, well. Okay, now I'm gonna need to reposition that left box.
Blessed are those who have boilers, for they carry with them the purifying flame, and were made in the builder's own image.
Now, how to get out of here? That's the real question, isn't it?
Head there.
Slide down here.
Quiet once more. Builders.
Art thou there?
That is not a shadow, despite the fact that it definitely looked like one. I'm gonna wait here and hopefully if I get to one side or the other, the train can still pass by me. So here they come. It's dark enough here that we just need to avoid getting bumped into.
Did that shadow move?
And this is no good. Oh, maybe it is.
Rats would be wise to scurry elsewhere.
Only first alert, fine by me. I need to move quickly and not get stuck on the wall. Nothing is more annoying than Garrett getting stuck on the wall like that. Let's take a look at what's happening. It's hard to tell. Oh, and the Watcher spotted me anyway. Well, that's not working anyway. He's just going right through the box. It's not moving him around. Anyway, I've discovered it's possible to get by the train after a good reposition, so... let's try that. They'll first alert if we camp here, but first alerts are fine. The goal is just to get them to go around him to his right on their way down, so they only get stuck on the way up.
Who treads there? Quiet once more. Builder.
Let's see what they're doing. See if this works or not. No, he's still headed right behind it. That doesn't work. Need him to go around. Let's try that.
I am a child of Paris and his winning servant. I am clean of form and pure of spirit. I will inherit the earth.
What noise there that softly calls? I'm ready for the...
Oh no. He's gonna spot me this time.
I am thy servant, Paris. Command
Alright.
me and I will obey.
Pick a different hiding spot then.
Who treads there?